people talk with you. So, Trinidad and Tobago, let me do this. I have to do this. So, Miss Lisa Morris Julian is a member of Parliament for W. Mirror. Miss Julian started off as a councillor in the People's National Movement into the political arena. She started off as a councillor and then moved up the ladder to be the mayor of Arima, and now she is sitting in the hot seat, as some people will say, alongside Miss Nan Gasby-Dolly in the Ministry of Education. Some people say that Miss Lisa Morris Julian is a very good communicator, very humble, polite, and quiet person. Now, that, Trinidad and Tobago, for me, I know that is very true. And I'm going to say this afternoon that we're going to have a very interesting discussion because we celebrated in the International Women's Day. And I know that she is passionate, especially about women and allowing women to express themselves, to be a part of all that's happening in their community and so on. So I'm going to have that discussion with her also. But I want, if you are a young lady, I think this is an opportune time for you to be a part of the discussion, be a part of the whole program today. Why? Because I believe that Ms. Julian is going to share with you her ups and her downs and why, she is, as I would say, being pushed into her destiny and her purpose, which is to help Trinidad and Tobago become a model and better nation. So let me say good afternoon to you, Ms. Julian. How are you?
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. I especially like the part about being quiet.
And you have a guest with you today that I want to also introduce, Trinidad and Tobago. He has to introduce himself. You know why? Because you all know that I'm not good with names. Yes, I'm a pastor, but sometimes names is not something that stick with me. So good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
Minister, it's a pleasure to be at your side. Pastor Google, I am Francis Weeks. I am happy to say that I'm the personal assistant to Minister Julian in the Ministry of Education.
Right.
I'm glad that you have us here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very, very much. All right. So, Ms. Julian, how are you?
I am good.
Mm-hmm.
As you noted, I celebrated International Women's Day.
Right.
We had breakfast with all the councillors and a couple of the past female councillors, including the very first female councillor for the Arima Borough, Miss Yvonne Lazama from Malabar. And Miss Lazama, I know you usually listen, so get well soon, and we're looking forward to seeing you again. And we had a really good day talking about the challenges of women in politics and how we could better help each other along this political journey.
Beautiful, beautiful. You started off as a councillor.
Correct.
So you were involved in being a part of the community of Burgesses. You were always a people person, because in order for you to be a councillor, that means you have to deal with everyone.
Yes.
Right? And what propelled you or pushed you into that aspect of service?
My family, actually, we come from a long line of politicians. My grandfather was mayor of Arima.
Okay.
My great uncle Jimmy Morris, I know he probably be listening now. He was a councillor for Arima Central, the seat that I eventually ran for.
Right.
And my grandmother, Carmen Purcell, may she rest in peace.
Yes, I know.
Right.
She was very close to you.
Yes, and she was a councillor for Valencia.
Wow.
And she was actually the first female councillor for Valencia, and she had a tremendous impact on me. But the reason I got involved is because at that time the People's Partnership was in power.
Yes.
And I am a Rowley person, fan, supporter. And as a teacher, I was getting more and more incensed with everything that I saw that was going wrong in society. And Dr. Rowley basically put out this clarion call. And I went and I offered myself for service.
Right.
And I do not regret it to this day.
Wow, wow. So, councillor, move from, first teacher, move from teacher to counselor.
Right.
And now you are a member of, you was the mayor.
Deputy mayor,
the deputy mayor,
and then mayor,
mayor.
and now MP.
Right. But I wanted to go through the stages, the proper stages. So you became, after council, now you became the mayor. How has that stilt up? Because you were thrown into the limelight with some issues that were happening.
Yes.
I will never forget. That's how I first got to know who you were.
Yes.
Because I had some colleagues who used to sit in this chair.
Yes.
Who were...
Yes. And I hope they're having a great day. Well, they had a lot to say about me. What I can tell you is that in retrospect now, I can tell you social media is a tool. And you have to learn to use it right. And definitely I went through a lot because I didn't use it right in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
But now I'm far more circumspect, but I still will always say the truth. And I'll always mean what I say. And if you choose to misinterpret, if you choose to twist it and turn it for your agenda, that is your problem.
Right.
Because I know that I usually say things from a good place. Now, when I first came in, it was rough. And that is when Camille Robinson Regis took me under her wing. And she told me, politics is not a tea party, right? It's an arena and you will have to fight.
Right.
And I learned to fight. And I learned to fight fair.
Right.
But it's very difficult when you have opponents who do not believe in fairness and will say and do anything. But I continue being the person that I am. And I can tell you with Arima Central, I was able to be re-elected 3 times because I really did my best to serve my community.
You know, if I sit here and don't ask you this question, people would say, you see, what? You know, ask her the hard question.
Ask away.
The hard question is, the seat that you, or the area that you would have represented has now gone to the UNC.
Yes.
And some people are wondering why.
Well, if they knew the history of Arima Central, then they would understand it a little better. Arima Central was never a PNM seat per se.
Really?
Arima Central was always what we considered a marginal seat.
Right.
Because we won Arima Central by 1 vote. We have lost Arima Central by 10 votes. Right? My uncle lost Arima Central in 1986 in the height of the NAR One Love campaign by 11 votes.
Okay.
Right? Ashton Ford was in Arima Central at one point, and he won by 12 votes. So if you understand the history of Arima Central and you know the makeup of the area, you would understand why it is we lost by 50 votes.
Okay.
Right? Now, Arima Central is also a place where it is, once you're from the area and they know you, you always have a good chance and a good opportunity. Right? I am very hopeful that Arima Central will return to the People's National Movement, but the people of Arima Central have to be more discerning and not fall for the rhetoric, the Facebook posts, etc.
Right.
And they need to understand that the People's National Movement is always there and will always be there for Arima Central. So
that is interesting, because you would not have heard that part of it that as you were sharing with us. So that's history.
Yes.
And without that history, you're doomed to reap.
Yeah, it has always been a place where it is. I mean, I have never, ever, at the night of an election, local government election, I would never relax.
Okay.
I would never relax.
Yeah.
I would be biting my fingernails until the last box
Count.
Yes, because I know how that area
Can swing.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Beautiful. Good. So now you are a mayor that they will never forget.
I'm happy to hear that, because I can tell you something, being the second female mayor in Arima, it was a tremendous honor.
Right.
And I loved the borough. I still do.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, I can tell you, of the 7 seats in the Arima borough, 5 belong to Dabdi O'Mara.
Wow.
So my heart is still there.
Yes, yes. So now you have moved from teacher, counselor,
Deputy Mayor.
Mayor, Mayor, and now you are the Member of Parliament for Dabadi O'Meara. This is now bigger shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger shoes to fill. More expectations because people would now see you as somebody who are of a higher standard. How has that been for you?
Well, I can tell you, Arima Central, 4,000 people. All right? When I became deputy mayor, it was because Anthony Garcia went up to Minister of Education,
Yes.
Member of Parliament for Arima. And deputy mayor, my role was more to help and support the mayor. So I still only had 4,000 people to see about. And then, when I became mayor, it was 30,000 plus. So I think being a mayor definitely prepared me.
For where you are now.
Yes.
And
Because
how is this now?
I can tell you, I'm really enjoying moving out of the borough into the TPRC areas. Dabadi, Crescent Gardens, Larissaw South, Karapo, and getting to know these areas because I was geographically an Arima Gill.
Right.
But you know what I enjoy? If I go in Dabadi, they say they belong to Dabadi O'Meara. If I go to Karapo, they say Karapo Arima.
Okay.
Right? The same thing with regards to any part of Dabadi, they put Arima at the end of the sentence because they always saw themselves as part of the tongue of Arima. So, as a proud Jarim, it's very heartening because it's your boundaries really is wherever your heart is growing, and my heart has definitely grown to Dabadi.
Wow. What are some of the things that you have accomplished so far at Dabadi O'Meara?
Well, you would have known about our food bank. I'm very proud of that. I'm extremely proud of that. And a lot of our activities, we have an outreach. Now, we have a soup kitchen that we normally do.
Wait, we just don't talk too quick. So you have a food bank.
Yes.
And you will have a soup kitchen.
Yes, we do.
Explain the food bank. Because some people thinking it's a food bank and they don't understand the concept of the food bank.
Well, with the food bank, you make donations and you can make withdrawals.
Right.
So that is the concept there.
Right.
So what we would have is that good citizens such as yourself would donate food items.
Right.
And what will happen is that we have lists. People call in, people drop by, people inbox and let us know we need some food support. Right? And the only requirement we have, we tell people, if you can give back even a little, we will appreciate it because it will help somebody else. And I'm pleased to tell you maybe as much as 80% of the people do come back.
Wow.
And they do give a little something, but bit by bit the bucket fills.
Right.
So
right.
we're happy with that.
I remember when you started the food bank, you told me that you were doing a joint project with the Member of Parliament for Point. Was he Member of Parliament then or you was the mayor?
Member of Parliament.
The Member of Parliament for Point Fortin.
My friend, my very, very good friend. You see, Kennedy Richards Jr., he is a young man with a heart of gold.
Right.
And I keep telling him, 20, 30 years, I still expect to see him in politics because he really gives a lot. And we did team up as well as with the MP for Toko Sangrandi, Roger Monroe, and that was a very nice experience. And we, meaning the persons who just came in, which would be MP Scotland, MP Dano Brega, MP Richards, MP Monroe, and myself, we have a nice relationship going on. Right. We look out for one another. Right. We support each other in our endeavors. Right. Even if it's just an encouraging word, because we understand the process, we tend to cheer each other on.
Right. So you all would have joined together to accomplish and to be able to support each other where this food bank was concerned.
Yes.
And so there are people, there are families that still...
Yes. And what we are hoping is that any of your listeners, please contact Gillian Lewis from our constituency welfare officer. We need more support. We need more food support.
Right.
All right. And the deputy mayor of Arima, Herman Noel, who's also the chairman of my constituency, regularly every month and donates groceries for a couple families.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So that was one of your accomplishments, the food bank. The other?
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but we have 2 offices. One, the food bank, that is with the Cashew Tree Foundation, an NGO that associates with our constituency, and our P&M office in Malabar on Banyan Boulevard. We have computers that were donated by a corporate sponsor. I'm not allowed to say who.
Right.
And they donated computers, and now that we finally have the go-ahead, we'll be returning to in-person tutoring. And this year, for our constituency, we are focusing on literacy and numeracy.
Right.
So we have many teachers, university students, CSEC students who did very well in exams. They have all volunteered to online tutor or in-person tutor children that may be struggling, especially with the gaps that we experienced in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So that is our main goal this year.
Wow. So it's like something going to be like a homework center.
Yes, a homework center, but online as well as in person.
Beautiful.
And we also have something very exciting. We're opening a preschool.
Okay.
Yes, we are. We are opening a preschool. It will be headed by Ms. Simone Awai in our P&M office, right there, to help not just at-risk children, but also to everyone that wants affordable daycare services. Ms. Awai will be spearheading that, and of course special rates for the constituency, members of the constituency.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What are some other projects that you're marking on?
Well, we have the soup kitchen. Now the soup kitchen is something we do on a regular basis. We have these gentlemen from TNTech retirees. They come, they cook.
What?
We usually have a very grand time. I think sometimes a little too grand, because the number of people that come out, and they do it with a smile and with support. And we got some help from Minister Rambarat with regards to donations from farmers. It really is a very lovely project because we get to interact with people. And one of the things we always say, it's not just the persons who are in need of a meal, but for example, you're a police officer working hard throughout the day, drop by.
Right.
Fire service, same thing. Anyone who's working, they could just drop by and get a free lunch, a kind word, and we always encourage people as they come.
Wow, great. When we come back from the break, I want you to tell me about some of the projects. Like, I know that there may have been, like, let's say, drainage or some other, and how much contact does constituents have with you? Are they able to have you been able to talk with them about issues that they may want help with and things like that? So when we come back, I want you to get a little more interpersonal with hands-on projects that are going on in the community and the accessibility of constituents to you.
No problem.
And then we will take some call. But before we even reach the phone call, the last thing I want us to deal with is you're still now in the ministry working alongside Miss Dolly, Dr. Dolly, and how has that been for you? Just a little taste of what the ministry can look forward to the ministry having.
Just a taste.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right, so we're going to come back where that's concerned. Trinidad and Tobago, we're coming back right after the break. Don't touch your dial. Stay right here on the street, 919 FM.
Cali on the beat, boy. Let me make a circle of love, yeah. Let me make a circle of love, yes. Let me make a circle of love, yeah. Na 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 no. The Atlantic Sea brought my forefathers to a place of paradise, and this foot on the sacred soil connected me to this blessed prize. Though when I see what we have become, my heart bleeds. God knows that it's not right. Cause one and all got to come along, brother. We will win if we all unite. Cause it's the same blood we run through my veins, and it's the poor man holding the string. So let me let go the.
Just something positive, something positive. Oh, I did it, why, just you. I beg you, just say more positive music. My friend, them down in the ghetto. At least when I just feel you. I beg you, just something positive, something positive. Oh, I did it, just you and you. I beg you, just play more positive music. But that's how my friend, my fight give. Play more positive music. Too much negative thing going on, play more positive music. But that's how my friend, my fight give. Play more positive music. Watch it. Push all of the positive artists, them push them way behind. And them know I hear chronics, no blessed messenger, but they rather promote alkaline. And then they have to know I don't know Trinidad. Love until why it got so much time. Just the negative music that they're playing, that I'm messing with the youth, them mind. I'm making them say more positive music. That's how I'm a friend, them a find them back. Positive music. No watch a negative thing going on, one positive music. I like this verse by positive music. But deep in my heart, to me tell every note. When my body come sing, youngsters touch the road. I pulling my friend them closer to hell. When them listening song from Vibes Cats.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain, with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out, as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale. From the studio to the stage, every Friday between 3 to 4 p.m. Right here on the street, 919 FM. Radio you can see. Log on to our Facebook and YouTube so you can see live interviews and performances from some of our very own local superstars. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Get ready! Pretty British, Brother J, and Ali Berry presents Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. Drink your water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Saturday, April 16th at the Onyx venue, 27A Queensway, Bletchley, Milton Keynes, featuring the big band in the business, Iwer George.
Yes, and this is me, Iwer George, the big boss in the business. April 16th, Soca Madness Part 1. Yes, I'm going to be in London. I'm coming to shell it.
If I had one wish, mash up the bed. One more time, mash up the bed. Shall up the bed. And Skinny Fabulous.
You know what I'm saying, yo, London, April 16th. It's all about the Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. I will be there.
Baby, your friend blinking bad. I'm the friend I'm thinking bad. Music by DTTP, Rigo Suave, the Stage God, Selector G, Survival number 1, and DJ Winks. Tickets available on Eventbrite UK. Early bird tickets, £25 from March 6th. For more info, call Allison at 447588376951. Trini British 447404-050703. And Brother J 447508-862-718. Saturday, April 16th. Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. London, it's your turn.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. Don't know.
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday for the program Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going with Steve Antoine as regards to land space for the celebration of Emancipation Day every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk on the Street 919 FM.
Do you need a business consultation? Would you like to learn about investing? Maybe you were looking for investment opportunities. Well, Len Capital Certificates is the company you've been looking for. We're located at number 9 to 11 Fitch Street South, Woodbrook, and our contact number is 324-LEN. That's 324-LENN. Get in touch with us today and we can help you grow your business, make better financial decisions, and enable you to earn a passive income. Feel free to ask about our precious gem packages. But remember, at Len Capital Certificates, it's all about you.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution, with over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy. We specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday
from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as nano silver, nano zinc, body light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108. Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine, and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Hey, Dynamic Crew alongside Iwer presents Soca Come. Featuring the boss himself, Iwer George. The boss man of Soca.
Yo, this is Iwer George, the big boss in the business, and I'm going to be in Grand Cinnamon on the 14th of April, Canada, for the 6th. I'm coming, guys.
It's all going down the 14th of April at the Grand Cinnamon Banquet and Convention Center, Toronto, 3895 McNichol Avenue, Toronto, Ontario. 9 p.m. till. Tickets are just $35. Get them now at ticketgateway.com. Hey, so all you link up Dynamic Crew. It's all about Soca Come. Featuring Iwer George in concert.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Tuesday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iwer George on Instagram. Share the live. Iwer TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Let me make a circle of love, yeah. Na, no. The Atlantic Sea brought my forefathers to a place of paradise. And this foot on the sacred soil connected me to this blessed prize. Though when I see what we have become, my heart bleeds, God knows that it's not right. Cause one and all got to come along, brother, we will win if we all all unite. Cause it's the same blood we run through our veins, and it's the poor man holding the street. So let we let go the racial pains, greed and the fame, cause we're all the same. So when you see a brother fall, better pick him up. And when you hear a good news, better lift it up. Cause though the darkness is real and that's what we feel, there is a light in all of us. Let me see the lights of love. Wave them hands for me.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, so we are back with you. We are back with you here on Street 919 FM with my guests on the Honorable Member of Parliament for Dabadi O'Meara, Miss Lisa Morris Julian. Hey, let me say good afternoon to your husband.
Please.
That is my loyal, faithful listener from many night time when I used to be on.
Yes, he is one of your biggest fans.
Big fan. When I tell you big, I don't know how we get my number. But when they start to call up his wife name, my boy find my number from wherever it and call me and said, hey, fix this for me, please. I said, yes, sir. What's his name again?
Daniel.
Mr. Daniel. Good afternoon to you, sir. So we are back to Trinidad and Tobago. So we were, before we went for the break, we were talking about some of your achievements and some of the things that you want to do.
Yes.
And after that, we're going to tell us a little bit about the ministry, how it has been for you. And then we're going to take some calls.
Well, I can tell you the plans for Dabadi O'Meara is that we are definitely awaiting funding for our pool.
What is this?
Special thanks to the Minister of Planning and the Minister of Finance.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Dabadi O'Meara can look forward
to a pool.
To a brand new spanking pool, boy.
Yes, and it's something that's definitely needed, and we really are very excited.
I can see the elders in the community smiling.
Yes.
Those of the who may have like who may suffer with stroke and bad circulation.
Aquarobics. We're having training, swim classes. We are looking forward to it, and that is what we're looking forward to. I can tell you through the Ministry of Works, we are looking forward to dealing with the issues on Tumpuna Road, as well as O'Meara Road. Both have been listed
for paving.
I'm very happy about that. And allow me to say a special good afternoon to the Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Kazim Hussein.
Yes.
He has been a real trooper and a tremendous support to me. And I can tell you that Karapu, we have plans for a particular road there. And I can also tell you that we are going to work on improving the drainage at Boys Lane in Dabadi.
Right.
And what I love about Minister Hussein, he understands local government.
Right.
And if you understand politics, you understand that all politics is local politics.
Yes.
And people appreciate it a lot more if you could fix a drain by them than a major highway. Right. And that is what it is he has been focusing on.
Right.
And as soon as funding is available, these projects will start. And I can tell you, I have really good support in Councillor Judy Garner, Councillor Stefan Watley, and they are in Tunapuna Piako, and as well as the councillors in the Arima borough.
Beautiful. So people in Dabadi O'Meara, they come down there and take a little similar pool, boy. I'm really happy about that.
Yes, we are very happy about it too.
Right. Are there any schools in that constituency?
Yes, we have a few.
Okay.
And the only secondary school that we do have is Malabar Secondary School, and I'm very grateful that I'm a minister in the Ministry of Education, because I'm getting a little attention for them regarding their football field. We have a new principal there, and he's very sports oriented. He came from Sangagrandi Secondary School, and he has a very good vibe, and he has the personality for the people of Malabar. So we do appreciate him.
Right.
And we're definitely going to look at fixing that field and making sure that the school is more where they're supposed to be.
Right. Being in the Ministry of Education and coming out from hands-on teacher, knowing some of the challenges in the education system, especially now coming out from a pandemic, and we had online learning. One of the things that jumped out at me this week, was it this week? Yes, I think it was this week. We had a community, I just say a community, that was saying that they wanted the children to go back online because they were looking at the marks, disparaging marks between when they were online and when they are now in physical school. They were saying that when they were online, they were doing well. Right? And normally that community, I'm not going to call the community name, but that community used to do really well with SEA results.
Right.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, they would have gotten some presidential awards, and the children were really up there.
Okay.
And they were saying, hey, our children are doing too well with this back in school, you know. We want to go back online. And Ministry sent out a press release saying that no, we're staying in the physical school.
You see, Pastor Google, we are not just about education for a few or for some, we are about education for all.
Right.
And the majority of our children in government schools are falling through the cracks.
Yeah.
Right? So the minister in her infinite wisdom decided that we had to make an intervention. Our Prime Minister already told us very soon the pandemic will become an endemic. So what are we going to do? We cannot continue with this system forever. Of course, we appreciate the technology. We see some things that we can do easier. For example, online roll call attendance. All these things are vital and we wish to continue. But there are some children that need to be in a physical place in order to learn.
Yes.
Now, I have school-age children.
Right.
And I can tell you, my son did far better online than he does in physical school because he has ADHD. So it's easier for him to respond typing. It's easier for him spelling, etc. when he's behind a laptop. He could type, I don't know, could be 200 words, I don't know, whatever the maximum is, a minute. I can't. I need to sit down in a physical space to hear someone, and I need to write physically in order for me to learn. That is my learning style. Right? So, as much as it is, we want to be all things to all people, we have to do what is in the best interest for all our nation's children. And we at the Ministry of Education, the minister, she's data driven. She uses the data and she never makes a move unless she's absolutely sure it is the correct move. So I'm 100% behind her.
Beautiful. So, some people are asking, is there any way that we can join the two?
I think that it is a discussion that is being held right now.
Right.
Right? And I do think because we see what works and what does not work.
Yeah.
And the stakeholders, they are having their say. The minister is meeting with them once a week. We're working towards it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Going back to some of the challenges with some of our children, where education is concerned. My son, I could say, you saw.
Yes.
And online schooling was like a breakthrough for him.
Very good.
Things that I up to now I'm still amazed. And he was really happy to be on the first, to come first how many times and stuff like that, because it helped.
Your son is brilliant, and you know that. And one, parental support. Nothing beats parental support at home. And two, this is Generation Z. They are good at everything. These children are practically born with an iPad in their hands. They do very, very well. I struggle with the technology.
Right.
Not all the time, but enough that my children laugh at me. And children like your son, I think they're definitely the future. They're leading the way. But we have to also consider the children who are not as adept, not as good with the technology, not as science-based as your son is. Because your son is definitely STEM material. He loves science, and he knows what he wants to be. But there are others that we have to... there's a quote that our General Secretary likes to quote, where we have to carry all. Some we have to carry. And some of our children we have to carry to the finish line.
Yes.
And that's what we will do.
Wow. Women in politics.
Wow.
What would you say to a young lady who might be listening now and might be saying, I don't want no part of this politics thing. I see me and these politicians and them, and if I have to be a politician, I have to be corrupt. And I have to lie.
Well, I'll show them my bank account to show them that is not true. You don't have to be corrupt.
All right.
I can tell young women, young people, if you're interested, or even if you're not. First things first, Pastor Google, politics is in everything. I was a teacher. There used to be politics in the staff room. Right? Any staff room, any company, any interaction, any neighborhood watch. Listen, even to go by the Prime Minister in Arima, there's no politics because there's some people who get served first. And I'm not saying anything wrong against the Prime Minister. I think he's my favorite vendor in Arima. Good afternoon to the Prime Minister. But I'm saying that politics is part of life, right? And when you keep saying things like all politicians, it's not fair. Right? Becoming a politician was a difficult choice for me. But as a teacher, I had tremendous impact on young people. As a politician, I get to help everyone.
Right.
If you have a heart for caring, if you really are genuine and you want to help others, become a politician.
Okay.
We need more people like you, and we need more people who care in the system. Right? I remember once somebody said, you care too much. And I told them they cared too little. And I rather care too much
than too little. I hear you. I want to open up the phone lines to your constituents. And I want to hear from W Mirror people first. If I hear any voice, any familiar voice, we want to hear from people from W Mirror. So the numbers to call are 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, and 466-5391. I'm looking at some comments on Facebook, and people are very inspired by your calmness.
They think I'm calm?
Yeah, they find you to be very nice and calm, and you know.
I think Pastor Google, you're lying to me, but I like it. Keep it up.
So we're taking your calls, 342. Let me say thank you to the 155 people on YouTube who are with us, and the 106.7 numbers going up on Facebook. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to my loving, who I love so much, Miss Morris Julian. This is a friend, Gemma.
Oh, hi, Miss Gemma. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes, I will, because I pay them since I'm 4 years old. I'm around paying them. I never leave them yet.
I appreciate that, Miss Gemma.
Yes, I said, must give you a call. I said, I'm here listening here, and God bless you as you. And I was always telling you that. God bless you and continue your good works. Okay?
Thank you so much,
So, Miss Gemma?
Yes, Pastor.
You said to me that there was something that you wanted to highlight to her?
No, what I wanted to tell you, the basketball court on Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
There was that need to get some upgrade on it, and also the road. Well, I know I don't go out regular because of the illness that I have.
I know.
But yesterday I went out and I saw the road in front. that can have a lot of potholes.
Well,
Yes,
we actually teamed up with TPRC and with the Arima Borough Corporation to start doing some patchwork. So what I will do, Ms. Gemma, you could always inbox me on Facebook, and I will have my field officer, Derek King, reach out, and we will deal with it. All right?
Okay.
Because
okay,
you know
madam.
we need you
Yes,
to come and knock about a little more again, so we'll fix those potholes.
Yes, my madam.
All
God
right.
bless you,
Take
baby
care.
girl.
All right.
Thank you very much. You see, Miss Jama, I ain't forget you. I remind you to tell her.
Yes. That is my loving MP lover all, you know.
She treats me very well. Miss Jama is one of the lovely ladies that encourage me.
Well, that's good. That's good. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
You live in W, Mira?
I'm a neighbor of that constituency. You will have to allow me. Congratulations, the lady, and the fine work you're doing.
Thank you.
And I wish that we had more like you. And you see this information department that we're in here now, I wish we had more information. Pastor Google, congratulations on the work that you're doing. And to the lady and to the minister there, good work. And I wish we'd find something for Miss Octavialis. I don't know if she's still around. She was a lady just like you, very interested in what's going on, and she just disappeared. I don't know if she's still around.
No, she's still around. I spoke to her this morning. She helped me.
And the people of Borneo said, thank you. We need some more information like this.
Very nice.
Just say that the government is doing nothing and they're doing nothing. But they're not looking to see what's happening. And they're not even listening. So thank you for me people of Borneo. And I'll have to say for Mongok because somebody has called me and listening to the program. I said, well, yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Manu. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Simona White here.
What?
Let us say good afternoon to my wonderful MP.
Right.
Thank you so much, Simone. Now, Simone is a young lady who came up with the idea of providing daycare and preschool services to the community.
Okay, so this is Simone.
Yes.
Hello, Simone.
I'm listening to you.
All right.
Wonderful program, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much for calling in, Simone.
You're welcome.
All right, then. Bye. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
I'm taking no chances because my phone giving trouble.
Uh-huh.
So I bothering on it like Manu. Good afternoon to Mrs. Julian and Mr. Weeks. Well, she knows me, but maybe not as good as I know her. But I'm in party group 3. So you
Very
know
nice.
where I'm from. I just called June Ambrose.
That's my girl.
And to tell her lock on, I called Judy Garner, my counselor, who is in part of your area.
Yes.
To look on. So you know what?
Thank you very much.
Right. They call me they always say that I always under my PNM blanket. Well, at least I always tell them that. Right? So when I hear Zina from Arima, you know it's who it is.
Yes, Ms.
From
Zina.
inside Carib Homes, right?
Yes.
So you're doing a good work, and I know, as I say, my counselor is part of your her MP as well, as she works between you and
Marvin Gonzalez.
Because you know how the borders run.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always interested in hearing and ask if Pastor Google will tell you. I'm one of the persons calling his program all the time asking for PNM people to come and say what they're doing, the PR that we lack in. So I am so happy that he has this wonderful program on a Friday. So spread the word. Let all of them come and say what
I
all
will
the
be telling
PNM
my colleagues. I will tell them, definitely.
all the time. So thank you, and you keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And you're looking very nice today. But Google, while they have her so cold.
It's freezing.
All right, so have a good day. Right, I'll talk. June called me, at the same time. I said, no, I can't talk to you now. Go and look on and see Lisa on the on Google.
Please give Miss June my love.
She's looking at you. All right,
Give her
okay.
my love. Thank you.
You see, you're watching it on Facebook and on YouTube and say how you're cool. So we're taking your calls 342-0081, 342-0081. 771-1791 and 466-5391. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Miss Morris, I'd like you to know that this is Miss Patterson calling.
Hi, Miss Patterson.
Okay, you're doing a great job. Continue.
Thank you. Well, you know, the Patterson is a big, important family, huh? So I appreciate the endorsement.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Someone is saying on Facebook, hi, Miss Julian, you were the best mayor of Arima.
Oh, thank you.
See? Well, I love you getting on Facebook. Let me say hello again to the 119 persons on Facebook. And I'm going to see how much people are on our YouTube page. All right, we have 183 persons. Plus our on-air listeners, our people who are listening on radio. And those of you listening from us on our TuneIn app in America. So let me say good afternoon to all of you. We're taking your calls. Ms. Julia, I know you have to leave in a short bit. So you need to call in now, people from Dabadi O'Meara. Where are you guys? So the member of parliament is saying that you all are going to get a pool. She has spoken to the Minister of Works and Transport to see about the roads. And she also told us that, you know, she's working alongside the Minister of Local Government to see about, you know, little drainage and other little stuff that's happened that you all want to highlight. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Good afternoon, Ms. Julian.
Hi, good afternoon.
I have a question pertaining to the music curriculum at the primary school level. In back 2018, coming to the end of 2022, the MNPA unit, formerly known as Planning the Schools unit, are no longer in contact with the schools after the contracts have ended. So my question is, what is the ministry's stand on music curriculum at the primary school level? Because the children would no longer be interfacing with the national instruments as well as the East Indian instruments.
Right.
I'll listen offline.
All right, thank you for calling. You sound like a young caller.
So what I can say, I don't like to get into much with regards to primary and secondary, but I can tell you that it is being reviewed, as you would appreciate, because of no in-person teaching for the past 2 years, what has happened. But definitely it is something that the curriculum department is looking into, and I expect that when we are back out, when we finally settle what is happening with schools, you will see something along those. But you can also inbox me at Lisa Morris Julian on Facebook. I answer my messages personally for the most part. I do have one person helping me. And just send me your query and I'll see if I can help you.
You want to say anything? Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good afternoon,
Hello.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I'm calling from Mariana Crescent in Dabadi.
Yeah.
My minister is Lisa Morris.
Yes.
But I have a complaint.
No problem.
I would like her and Garsby Dolly to look into St. Augustine Secondary High School.
Okay.
The standard has gone down drastically.
Okay.
The government schools need some boosting. I have my granddaughter going there, and it is terrible. The teachers never on time, and they are dressing inappropriately in front of the young male students.
Okay. So, I'm actually a graduate from St. Augustine. I did A-levels there.
Right.
So I will definitely speak to the school supervisor, and I'll follow up for you. Feel free to inbox me also.
All right. So we're taking your calls, 342-0081. Well, I'll take about 2 more calls because I know that you must have to leave in a short bit. All right? So I'll take about 2 more calls before you look to leave me. All right. So we're taking some calls. We have somebody saying I'm locked on in Brooklyn. Good afternoon, Miss Julian and Pastor Google. Good afternoon, Brooklyn.
Good afternoon, Brooklyn.
Good afternoon. All right. So no more calls? You sure? Well, let's show no more calls.
Well, you see, they're feeling sorry for me, Pastor Google.
Why? I took off the AC. I took off the AC.
I just want to...
I got through. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Could I talk to my representative? I just want to endorse what the caller said for the best, being the best mayor of Arima.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Glad to see that just stood their ground, especially the market vendors in Arima, the market. Now they could walk through the market free.
Yes.
And all that.
That was a difficult time for me, but thank you for your support. I still feel to
Yeah, I had
did
endorsed
the
that
right
because
thing.
I never knew it had so much pipes in the market at that time. Now you could walk in the market, easily wash your hands.
Yes.
Use our washroom and all that.
Yes.
You'd rather pass you, no vendor back and say excuse me and all that.
Very
So I want to thank you for that and continue your good works.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So before you go, I have some voice notes after. So before you go, I have some voice notes after play. Let me see.
Good day, Pastor Google, to you and your listening audience. These questions are for your guest, the Junior Minister in the Ministry of Education. The first question is there still an assessment done in the primary schools every year? And when this assessment is done, what happens to the results, please? And secondly, this present cohort of SEA students would have missed from terms 2 and 3 in Standard 3. And so some of the reinforcement lessons and courses that they should have done preparing them for Standard 4 would not have been done. And so the Standard 4 teacher would have had to cover that along with her Standard 4 syllabus, taking them into SEA. Pastor Google, a number of the students may have experienced those gaps and would not have fully grasped it in Standard 4. And in some schools, I don't know if the minister is aware of this, some of the children are still scoring single digits in their SEA practice tests, some of them struggling to even reach a 30%. And in cases where parents have noticed this and they have been trying to help their students in terms of, okay, let me see if I can have private tutoring for them, the ministry has a whole lot of protocols in place debarring parents from doing this. And I am wondering whether the Ministry of Education is cognizant of the fact that a great number of the students are failing at this time where the SEA is just a couple of weeks away. I would like to hear a response on those two questions, please. Thank you, Pastor Google.
What I would like to say, first of all, there's nothing debarring parents from private tutoring. So that is, no, that's simply not true. What you can do, as a parent, is your choice, how you decide to tutor your child after school, etc. So there's nothing to debar you from getting extra help. We have a particular department that would deal with students with special needs who may be falling behind, and the teachers would normally, and the school would normally let us know who these students are, and they would get certain concessions. With regards to what you're stating, the very first set that wrote SEA in 2020, they went through something very similar. What I can tell you is that the teachers in ministry, they're doing their absolute best. And while I'm listening to your concerns here, I can tell you, you can email me at Lisa Morris Julian, 4 DOM at gmail.com. Please send your contact information and we will have a conversation and I will see how best we could help you allay your fears and concerns.
All right. Let's just play this one.
Good afternoon, Google. I'd like to say good afternoon to Miss Julian. Also, good afternoon to my cousin, Miss Judy Garner, and as well, Mr. Eddie Hart. And my MP, Marvin Gonzalez.
Good crew there.
I think MP to come in, by.
Pastor Google, this is a first time caller.
I'm living on the beatum. And I just want to tell you that lady is a genuine lady that you have there.
Thank you.
I haven't seen her this morning, but I'm seeing her now. And she's a genuine lady, and she will get things done. People like that we need to take this country forward. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah, for somebody to feel confident, first time to send a message, you know, I must say thanks very much. So, Miss Julian, I know you have to leave.
Yes. Thank you so much. I had a good time. I now know why Brian didn't want to leave last week.
Okay.
And why Scotland didn't want to leave before that.
So you can tell your colleagues on there that
Yes,
I am
I
not...
will. That you don't bite.
Right.
At least not hard.
Well, okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pastor Google. You have always been a great support to me, to the National Women's League. We do appreciate you. And
thank you.
We also appreciate the fact that you're always very truthful. And you don't just pat us on our backs. You also try to guide us in the right direction. To everyone that is tuned in, I am very easy to reach. You can, for example, get me on Facebook, Lisa Morris Julian, MP for Dabity O'Meara. I am the one answering the questions mostly. I mean, Michael Simpson from my office, he answers. But you can tell the difference. I say hi, he says hello, good afternoon. And you can also contact me on, Lisa Morris Julian, number 4, DOM@gmail.com. I will always respond. And I will also send all the other numbers that Pastor Google could always pass on to you who may have particular problems with issues with schools and the Ministry of Education. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you for having me.
Well, thank you very, very much. And, well, I know the gentleman didn't have anything to say much.
Apparently, he was just a bodyguard.
Yeah, you don't want to say anything before we leave?
I just want to say one thing to the nation, which is very important.
Uh-huh.
When a farmer plants a seed, the farmer doesn't make it grow. The sky has a part to play, the rain has a part to play, the ground has a part to play. Even certain insects have a part to play. The wind has a part to play. The temperature, the sun, the moon has a part to play. For Trinidad and Tobago to be the country we want it to be, we can't just depend on a party or a politician. We can't just depend on a pastor or a preacher, but we all have a part to play.
Yeah.
So I hope that when we look at our country every day and we see the things we like or don't like, we first ask ourselves, what part am I playing for this country to flourish?
Thank you very much.
Special evening, Pastor Google. All I want to say to you and your family, I want to wish you all a blessed week and also your station. So I'll be locked off until Monday again on your program. So do have a safe and blessed one. Be safe. Be nobody else but you. Reach San Fernando safe. Bless God.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. I want to thank you again.
Thank you for
I don't know, you have always been reachable. I can call you at any time. And I know it's because of your husband, eh?
Yeah.
So
that's the boss.
that's the boss. All right, so tell him I said hello.
I will.
And God bless and have a safe weekend.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care. Start to ask my colleagues.
Yes, please beg them for me. Beg them for me.
King Mama test again. Hey. I wanna tell you about the goodness of Jesus towards me. I could remember where God brought me from, how He took me out the mud and He saved my life from drowning. I used to walk around with my face down in the ground. Depression was my drug. Didn't know that He had a crown. Well, now I tell you, me triumphs it don't matter. I roll it with confidence because I know the Savior
So Trinidad and Tobago, I want to really thank all of my listeners, all of the viewers. Hey, I know that this is what you all really appreciate this. I know that for a fact. The member of parliament said that the people from WMR are going to get a pool boy. She's aware of the road situation. She's working with the minister to fix the roads. And hey, hello, good afternoon.
Blessed afternoon to you, Pastor.
I'm waiting for banana bread.
Don't to be lovely. Don't to be lovely. I think to handle it today, most likely to, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'll check them. Anyway, how to congratulate you on this program today, my brother? How to congratulate you on this?
Thank you very much.
The East-West corridor, take an example from what really going on other areas in Trinidad and Tobago. This is what it is all about. And not what the country could do for you, is what you could do for your country. God bless that constituency.
Thank you very much.
Long live the PNM.
Right. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Oh, Lord.
How are you going?
Good.
I hope you're taking note to know. So when I say I want Pastor Google for my counselor in Morgan Tableland, don't shut and they say you know what's going on, you know. Take note. So when I say I want Pastor Google for my counselor in Morgan Tableland, or even my minister, I hope you have stuck and hide, you know. I hope you have stuck and hide. Nice conversation. Nice. I just say all of them is my MP. All of them, no matter what. All of them is my MP. So take stock of Pastor Google.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jeez, wait, she said me be counselor. Not moi. Not moi. So, we're getting ready to leave. Getting ready to step out of the building. All right. So,
midnight tonight.
Well, I don't know about us from midnight tonight, but hey, I have a voice note to play. I'll play this voice note.
Pastor Google, what a good job you are doing. You hear the comment that Ms. Julian make, that you are very important part to the PNM structure in the media, in the PR, public relations. You are very good, and keep on doing a good job, because they are saying you are doing a good job, Pastor Google. They are listening to you. I only hope we could get the minister from Sandy Grande,
yes,
Mr. Roger Monroe, to come in.
Member of Parliament,
okay,
yes,
because he's doing a good job in Sandy Grande.
Yes. If you have his number, send it for me. Send it for me. I want to talk to him. I want to chat with him a little bit. I've been hearing about some of the great work that he's doing in Sandy Grande. Right? Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
Hey, Uncle Sterling, boy.
Greetings, man. Greetings to you and your family. Wonderful, Pastor Google, man. I say you only wanted calls from the area because I wanted to call in the ask to tell that lady I need a building next to her. Because Pastor Google, the woman positive. In every question, she have the answers. Very positive, Pastor Google. So thanks for that interview and hope that it continue, that people will hear what's taking place in Trinidad and Tobago with the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, Pastor Google?
Yeah, Uncle Sterling.
So you be safe, have a blessed weekend, you and the family, and take care till next week. God bless. Give you health and strength. Yeah, Pastor?
Yeah, man.
Blessings.
Manu!
Yes, brother. Well, I would want to know, well, let me say thanks for everything that you've done for today. And for all those times you've been doing, you're excellent. I want to know when we're going to get the MP for Bonnet Gardens and Aruka area. Because, you know, some people say they don't see them or they don't hear them at all. I believe sometimes they don't be home when the minister passing and stuff like that. So we'd like to hear from the minister, the MP for Bonnet Gardens, Aruka area. And so we'll feel so satisfied and good. And then for Mount Hope too. The people in Mount Hope.
All right.
Yeah, because sometimes they complain over, you know, they'll find me on the mouthpiece. You understand?
All right.
So, the MP for Mount Hope Sound area, Mount Hope, whoever it is, let them come on the area and say some kind of thing. I don't have to be there on the radio.
All right. Well, I'll try and get them.
Okay, my brother. Have a nice evening.
Same to you.
Love this man on the bagel.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello. All right, you're not there. Hello, good afternoon. No, she left because she knew you was going to call in.
I suppose try to come back here and not to do something because I want to ask you who that the activists could go to. Well, I hope that next week Friday I could engage in next.
Yeah.
Minister.
I ain't tell you who it is.
The agri minister. I don't know what it is. I want to ask them who the activists and the frontline soldiers independent could go to now.
All right then.
Okay? Yeah, go on. Yeah, later. Yeah.
Later. Trinidad Tobago, that's it for me. Enjoy your weekend. God bless. Try your best and find yourself in somewhere that you can give God the best praise. God bless you.
Tell the devil to look, boy, you ain't find it. I'm not where I really want to be. So please don't try and heavy me. Oh no, cause 2020 was fresh already. So I ain't losing no sleep for nobody. I don't know if you will notice, but I own money and progress. If you have a serious